Hi guys, Judy here. It's very early in the morning. I'm walking my dog. And I want to share with you, I wanted to share last night, but I was way too tired. But I got an amazing flirt, and I saw on YouTube that everybody was getting the bride, a lot of the bride on YouTube was getting the same message. So I'm super duper pumped right now. So, hold on, come on. He loves morning walks. He gets so excited. Anyway, so yesterday after work, I was talking to my good friend Jerry, and we were talking about the Hanford nuclear waste issue that's going on in Washington. It's very bad, guys. It is very bad. The levels of radiation in the air, and it's not just that, it's like plutonium. It's really bad stuff. It's high. Okay, it's bad. And the bride has nothing to fear, and I tell you that's a thus says the Lord, because he told my son when he fell on him in 2013 over and over again. And whenever God says something over and over again, it always makes me wonder, is it going to look like it's going to be bad? That's why he has to tell you over and over, you know, like what's going to happen that's going to make you have to believe this. He kept saying, my bride will not be touched. Nothing will touch my bride, but you, my bride, will not be touched. And he also let us know we were going. I got the sense that we might see a few things, but not a lot before we went up. But we'll see some stuff, which we have been seeing since 2013, and even before we've been seeing the bridal pangs, the birth pangs. Well, anyway, I'm very excited to tell you that yesterday when I was talking to Jerry, and Jerry has a little more time than I do to research all kinds of stuff. So when I don't have time, I tell him to look into stuff, and then he helps me out because I just don't always have that. So he was giving me the details on it, and as he was speaking, I heard the Lord say, so as he was talking about the nuclear disaster there in Washington, I heard the Lord say, it has begun. So Jerry's talking away, and me and the Lord are talking while he's talking, and I'm like, what has begun? And he said, stage 2. And I was like, okay. And I knew what that meant in my spirit. It was stage 2 of the tribulation that we're in, not the great tribulation. Okay, that's after we leave. I don't know how long that will be for. I asked somebody, wouldn't tell me. When we go up, I don't know how long the earth will be here after we're taken, but it's not long. And he said, stage 2. And I said, and I knew instantly that meant, like I said, stage 2 of the tribulation. And he let me know it was stage 2 of the birthing process. You know, that's i.e. the birthing process, stage 2. So we're in phase 2, stage 2. And I was like, well, how many stages are there? And then this is one of those words from the Lord where he made me go search it out, which I love when he does that. I love when he just talks directly, and you know, I don't need to search anything. And I also love it when I get to search a matter out. And so he told me to go to remember the birthing process. And so I did a home birth. Well, I tried. I had a midwife, but it didn't work. We had to end up at the hospital. My son and I both lost. They lost us both for one time, for him for 30 seconds and me for a little more than that. It was a very hairy birthing process. Anyway, so I went home. I was so excited because I was talking with Jerry while I was walking my dog. I get home and I look up the birthing process, and I had forgotten, it's been years. My son is 13, and it's 3 stages. So guys, we're in stage 2, that the Lord clearly let me know. There's only 3 stages, but the 3rd stage of the birthing process is the birth. It's when we go up. So we're in the 2nd stage. and he said it has begun. So that was yesterday, and the Lord clearly told me it has begun. So I said, wow, Lord, I didn't think we'd be here for, to see this kind of a thing. Like in Washington, I mean, a whole bunch of people are being exposed to really bad stuff. And he let me know ever so beautifully that we are in stage 2 of tribulation before he takes his bride. And stage 3, and I like I said, I went up and I looked it up, and it's the birthing, and the birthing of the baby, stage 3, and the placenta removal, and from the body. And so on that, and so if we're in stage 2 right now, I don't know how long it will last. He didn't tell me, but he let me know. I mean, the next stage for sure is 3. Stage 3, we go up. We're out of here. We're taken. So as I was pondering this while Jerry was talking, a lot of times when the Lord talks to me, he does it because he does it when I'm talking to another believer. And it's really cool because I can totally hear everything that person's saying, but I'm hearing God at the same time. So it's really weird. It's like I'm distracted, but I'm not. I can literally hang on to 2 conversations at once. That is like supernatural. It's so cool. It happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen quite a bit when I'm talking to an anointed brother or sister in the Lord, and then the Lord just starts blabbing to me, like, hey, I want to be on this conversation. It's really funny, like, hey, I'm going to take center here. Hold on. And so then, so I said, well, Lord, I mean, are some of us going to die, I mean, I know what he told my son, so I know that we're totally saved. The bride is totally protected. But when you hear something like a nuclear thing and it's happening right now and it's really bad, I was just said, people are going to die. And he let me know. He said, did I not tell you through your 10-year-old prophet, who's now 13, that my bride would be untouched? And I was like, yeah. And so, guys, he really let me know in my spirit that if we see some trouble, like we are seeing, obviously, the world has trouble, but like even a phase 2, even the next level, even the next, it has begun, like the next stage before we go home. Don't let your heart be troubled. He really let me know that the bride would see some things but would not be sick. Okay, for instance, let me just give it as an example. What's going on in Washington. There's many brides living there. They don't have to run up and flee and leave. He's protecting them. They won't get sick. His hand is on them. He let me know that sickness and disease is for the unbelievers or for the lukewarm in order to wake them up. Listen to my birds. So cool. In order to wake them up, it's his blessing. It's like him saying, wake up call. So if he does allow things, he's doing it in his mercy and in his kindness. When the people really take a second look at things when they face death and danger, they really do start to assess their life. And that's what God's doing. So if you're a bride and you're in the area, well, actually, it's more than just Washington. I mean, the airflow is bad. It's going to go all across the United States. So, on levels that are way higher than they're supposed to be, that they recommend for safety. Don't worry. He's got you, bride. You don't have to go run anywhere and go move. Unless the Lord tells you, you should stay put. He told me to stay put the other day. He goes, you stay put until I tell you to get up and go. I'm like, okay. He's like, I have you right where I want you. Anyway, so I just want to let you guys know that this is fresh word yesterday from the Lord, and he's telling me we're in stage 2 now of the birthing process. So we just stepped up a little yesterday, and everyone was getting these words, like Michelle at Jesus Girl. She got a message where God told her I'm coming, and then Terry got messages. It's pretty exciting. So I just wanted to let you know that's what he told me, and that if we do see a little bit of trouble, you're supernaturally protected, and others that aren't, it's not that God doesn't love them, it's that he's trying to wake them up. And our prayers, the bridal prayers for them, will heal them and will protect them, but he has to wake them up first. Do you see what I'm saying? So just understand that everything that God does in his judgment is merciful. Come on, Marty, come. Everything he does is merciful. So you guys saw me walk in the dark, and now it got light. So cool. I love when I'm walking. It starts. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.